underway here. Feeling good energy today.
Ohar walking down the side. In front, they score! Jung-Sung Kim to the goal, they score!
Now Tyler McGregor scores for Canada!
Jones walking right in, waits, shoots, scores! He's got Lee going to the net, he scores! Proven once again. And so dominant, showing the world why they're number one.
As we get set to drop the puck on day number 3 of the 2024 World Para Ice Hockey Championships, we shift our attention to the bottom of Group A with 2 teams looking to get their first win and end the preliminary round on a high note. My name is Zach Marks. Please be joined by Dave Dawson here in the broadcast booth of the Win Sport Arena. And Dave, 2 teams yet to score a goal in this tournament as Team Korea takes on Team Slovakia.
Yeah, nowhere to go but up for either program, and I think that the future is still bright, right? They're well within the tournament still. They haven't been eliminated yet. Both Korea and Slovakia coming off back-to-back double-digit goal losses where they haven't scored a goal, and I think that's why there's a sense of a lot of optimism today, Zach, for both teams. Starting with Team Slovakia, reason why they can be optimistic, they're getting a big boost to their lineup. They've only had 5 shots on goal so far in this entire tournament, and they're going to have the addition of number 25, Martin Jopa, to the lineup. Played his first action, part of that SHK Lap Jin program in Slovakia, and last year's tournament, in where they only lost 1 game in Kazakhstan, he had 12 goals and 24 points in 4 games. For a group with only 5 shots on goal, no goals scored, he'll be an impact player today.
Now for Team Korea, another team yet to score a goal, but the one guy who's been sniffing around the offense a little bit, he's led the way for them, number 27, down the middle.
Yep, he certainly has, and that's Byung-Suk Choi for Team Korea. And against Team USA, they lost 11-0 in their last game, but they can build on the fact that they actually outshot the Americans in the 3rd period, primarily because the Americans didn't attack the net. But for Team Korea, they've been in this Group A for a very, very long time. That's all they know. So for them, I think realizing that they're not eliminated yet, this would be a great opportunity to get back in the win column, Zach. And I don't know if I could use the term stay relevant, but I think maybe in their minds, this is a game that's for the taking today.
Both teams looking to improve their quarterfinal matchup tomorrow. Winner today will take on the bottom team in Group B tomorrow, with the goal to avoid relegation coming tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, this Win Sport facility on Canada Olympic Park in the western portion of Canada, Calgary, Alberta, and the Rocky Mountains. Great facility. This is the Markin McPhail Center, a 4-arena facility, just a gorgeous part of the country. A very, very heavy tourist destination. So if you're watching from yonder and making your trip for the summer, might I recommend coming and checking this place out.
As we check out the officials for today's opening contest, Nicholas Johansson out of Sweden will be the main referee, with the linesman out of Norway, Marius Hermansson Oswald, and out of Slovakia, Igor Hus.
So for Korea, they lost 11-0 to USA. They were outshot 20-4 in their last contest. As I did mention, Zach outshot the Americans 1-0 in period 3, mainly because the Americans didn't attack the net at all. And for Slovakia, outshot 34-5 in the last game against China, where they lost that game by a score of 10-0. But big addition to the lineup as we have a look at the Slovakian starting lineup.
Yeah, the Slovakian, they're going to go with their main man up top, Martin Jopa. Either side of him, Milos Večerek and David Korman. And on the back end, Slavomir Herenchek and Eric Foytik.
And for Team Korea, their starting lineup, Byung-Suk Choi, as we mentioned, our isolated player off the start. He's going to be centering a line between number 8, Kwang-Hak Choi, and number 14, Su-Hong Chung. And on defense, it'll be Dong Jin Jang, and the other defenseman is going to be Ye Ha Song.
2 lineups looking to contribute a little bit more offense than we've seen so far in this tournament, as the captains will greet the officials and exchange the gifts, as is custom before each game here in this tournament.
And I think, Zach, maybe one thing that's welcome today as well is that maybe a little bit of parity we're seeing. First couple days, yeah, we did see some of those lopsided games, which is traditional in para hockey if you're new to it. Countries are still trying to grow and evolve and develop in Group A. In Pool A, it's really top heavy on the bottom half. A little more parity there. So when top plays bottom, there's some disparity between the two. But there'll be a lot of parity in this one today as a couple of desperate teams looking for a victory today.
And Team Slovakia, they're going to turn to their number one yet again. Edward Lepacek comes in with an 0-2 record in the tournament, an 8.96 goals against average with a 726 save percentage. But last year in Pool B, he was 2-0-1 with a .64 and an 867.
For a career, they're going to go with Hak Jun Choi today. He's played 17 minutes, seen 12 shots on goal, given up 4 goals against. He was the guy that did all the heavy lifting for them last year, but has seen minimal action so far. It was 0-3 in the tournament, 474 goals against, and an 810 save percentage.
Choi started game 1 against Team China, was relieved of duty by Daehan Bong in that game, and then Bong getting the start against Team USA. As we get a look there at Ivan Richko, and I'm sure he's really talking about staying out of the penalty box, keeping things light, playing the type of game Slovakia wants to play here this morning.
And for Team Korea, looking for Jung Ho Kim. That is one of the assistant coaches. Jung Ho Kim, dead middle of the blue line there. There's Jung Ho Kim on your right. And he'll be looking for a bounce back here today, scoring the first goal and getting a big victory for Team Korea.
As after a day off, both teams ready to get back into the action in the final day of the preliminary round. The buzzer sounds.
I'm excited for this one, Zach, because I said in game 1, actually in both of their game 1s, a better fate for both teams I really felt they did deserve. Slovakia really hung in there in the opening contest with Team USA. It could have been a lot worse, but they had great goaltending and a good defensive structure. And for Team Korea, really haven't felt they've had an opportunity to let their offense shine, and that could be today.
As we get underway here on day number 3, and it's Jopa already in possession of the puck. Had it roll off his stick, and Korea takes over, playing it up the near side wall. Wojtek cuts that off, plays it back up as two teams battling for positioning. And here comes Byung-Suk Choi. He works right in, cuts towards the middle, lets a shot go that slides wide of the net. That shot blocked en route as Korea trying to keep that in, unable to do so. And that will force Lee Ha-sung to play it in the neutral zone. Corman slides it ahead for Jopa to go after, but Byung-Suk Choi causing problems on the back check. Good play here from the Korean forward, and it will force Jung Choi to cover up.
Yeah, shots on goal haven't been really there for the taking for either group so far in this tournament. 12 shots for Team Korea. Their shot leader is Sung-Hwan Jung so far in the tournament. There's a look at Suk Oh. I think really could be an impact player today where Korea has an opportunity to push the pace, and I'm really excited to see number 25 for Slovakia as well.
As he's replaced down the middle by Machian Ligda, who takes this face-off, lost it to the Korean. Good face-off win there from Jung Ho Jung. And now Korea up, and that clearing attempt hit the body and stayed in the zone. Korea has to be quick, and they do just that, clearing it out to center. Turned right back around, though, by Team Slovakia. Slavomir Ferencik with his first touch on the puck. Plays it ahead. That was intercepted. Now cut off once more. 66 in blue, trying to get that into the zone. Battle.
Ferencik has 1 shot on goal so far, Zach. 5 shots in the tournament for Slovakia. Ferencik's got 1 of them.
As the puck fired in by the aforementioned Ferencik. And Seok Oh back defensively for Korea. Swings it around. Turic is going to cut that off. Trying to make a play. Had the puck roll off his stick. And it'll roll into the corner. Unshul Yu there to make a play. Nice pass ahead, and this could be a breakaway pass, but just out of the reach of Young-Suk Kim.
Yeah, he lost his stick, unfortunately, when he was going into the zone, so had to get his bearings on the boards and took away a scoring chance for Korea.
Palinka drops it off for Ferencik, who will look back up ice. As Slovakia look to get something going offensively here early on in period number 1. Knocked away, but we're going to call that a hand pass as we get a whistle. 13:08 to go in the opening period.
Yeah, so you look at some of the other countries involved in this event, Canada, USA, maybe even Japan and China. They're going to boast a little more speed than Korea will, or maybe even Slovakia. Each of these groups has one pretty high-level score in this 8-team event going on in Calgary, Alberta.
Face-off outside of the Slovakian line. Jopa to take the draw against Choi. And it's Jopa who wins it. The clearing attempt there intercepted. Good rush from Seung-Hwan Chung, someone we highlighted earlier in the tournament as a difference maker for Team Korea. And he's looking to be just that here as he's got possession. He's upended. That's going to be a penalty against Team Slovakia. Korea maintaining control, however, inside the offensive zone. Now it's touched up, and the whistle comes. We've got a tripping call coming up against Milos Večerek.
Yep, Soo-Hong Chung is the shot leader for Team Korea, coming into this one with 4 shots, number 14, and it'll be an early power play for Team Korea. For Slovakia, goaltending Zach has been excellent so far. They have really ridden the back so far of Lepacic, and he'll look to be big today.
It's going to have to be if Slovakia wants to come away with the victory, as they'll look to kill off this early penalty. Korea 0 for 5 in the tournament on the man advantage. Slovakia's penalty kill, meanwhile, they've allowed just 1 goal so far. That is tied for 4th. Would be a little higher if not for 3 teams being perfect so far on the penalty kill.
Penalty kill also dominant in Kazakhstan and the Group B, Pool B Worlds as well in October.
Slid across, Korea looking for their first power play goal, their first goal of the tournament, but now it falls into the neutral zone, and Mikhail Halinko will just fire that one in. Didn't have a ton of speed, but just tried to take as much time as he could before sending it the length of the ice.
That's a smart play by 33, as obviously you might think, well, maybe go for a breakaway. Nope. The mindset being, and again, Slovakia, their goal, slow things down, like I said, against Team USA on Saturday, or Sunday rather. Saturday. What day is it today, Zach? Day 1, we'll call it day 1. They're not going to burst at you. They're not going to fly down the wings. They just want to slow things down. That's a 33 goal.
Jopo with a long shot that was handled by the Korean netminder. Now it's pushed ahead by Byung-Suk Choi, just out of the reach of Dong-Shin Jung. And now turning it around is Jopo once more. Stolen away, Seoko will fire it ahead. Did not cross the red line. That'll go for an icing call against Team Korea. 53 seconds left to go in the power play.
So you will maybe think of the game against Czechia. 33 has a loose puck. Hechko, he's going to hit the accelerator and go flying. While the other 33, not interested in that. Slovakia's going to slow things down a little bit more. In other, easy to make comparisons between countries after watching 8 of them after 2 days, and I think that was a good smart play by Slovakia.
Korea with the face-off win, the pass ahead for Jung out of his reach, and Lepacic will be forced to cover that up. And a whistle and a face-off inside the Slovakian line.
Yeah, 2 shots on goal to 0 so far, and 3.5 minutes in to this one. You're going to see a bit of a more conventional, slowed-down pace, a chess match, so to speak. And each group has that one player that can, accelerate and go for it. But I think at this point in the tournament, it's about conserving the energy. Don't use it improperly in times where you don't need to.
Face-off to the right of Lepacic. Tie-up draw. Ligda pulled that free. It's underneath his sled yet again as 2 skaters for each side trying to find it. And finally pulled free by Ferencik. The puck to the line, capped in by Ji-Hun Ryu. And it'll be forced into the corner. As quickly over to collect goes Jung Ho Jong. It's been the face-off later for Team Korea through the first 2 days, taking the majority of their offensive zone draws. Played back to the point. Seok Ho with a shot that goes off the sled of Ferencik and into the corner. 66 Blue dives to corral that loose puck, plays it to the line, kept in there by Korea, now pushed ahead, and out to center comes Miroslav Stashak. Collision there in the neutral zone is what Večerek rejoins his teammates. 1 for 1 on the penalty kill for Team Slovakia early on here. Have yet to face a shot from Team Korea. Oh, back defensively. Oh, heavy collision there. Večerek took him out, and now Slovakia could have a chance. Jopa working right in towards the net. Jopa slides it in front. Intercepted there by a combination of the goaltender and the defenseman making the play there, but Slovakia control. Večerek across, trying to find Jopa, couldn't do so. And now 25 in Blues got it. Feeds it back across, it's out of the reach of Večerek. Passes not as crisp as Slovakia would like them to be early on here, but they hold possession inside the offensive zone. Corman races into the corner against Suk Oh and wins that race, does number 98. Checked by Zhang. And a battle on the near side wall. Slovakia looking for their first goal of the tournament and to take an early lead here in the first period. Večerek towards the goal, deflected away. Nice play from Unchul Yu, and that will allow Korea to clear the zone. But it will go the distance for an icing call. 9:36 to go in the opening period.
All this started by Vojčarek. He had the great turnover at center, forced the puck in deep. Jopa bursting in. Maybe in that situation, we saw one of the Canadian players, I believe it was Liam Hickey, I think, made a play on the side of the net, ended up going off the back of the goalie. Jopa's a smart player. I wonder if next time he does that, he might look for that instead of looking at the centering pass. But again, 25 back in the lineup today. It's going to give Slovakia a boost. He already has.
Ligda to take this draw for Slovakia against Chung. Puck pulled free. Stashak with a chance, shoots, and that's stopped by Choi in between the pipes for Team Korea. As we reach the media timeout, 9:29 to go here in the first. Scoreless on day number 3 in Calgary. Energy conservation gonna be key for these two teams here today as they look to set up for the quarterfinals tomorrow.
Yeah, and I think it might have a lot to do with each team has 3 players who were born in the 1970s, only 2 players born in the turn of the century. So maybe a little bit of not as much youth on each side of the roster, but conserving energy if you want to go deep. And there's a good look at the head coach of Korea, Jung Ho Kim, who is on the right side of your screen.
Oh, that was nearly the best goal of the tournament as Slavomir Ferencik directed that towards the net. Ligda just sort of swatted at it, nearly deflected that top corner, but it does stay out. And Slovakia nearly taking somebody out on their own bench.
The backup goalie, I think, was at the coach, almost got it.
Little duck and cover there for the man running the gate. Now a pass in front, intercepted, and Slovakia will look to activate offensively. Played ahead into the path of Večerek. Turnover forced. Ligda applying the pressure offensively as Kwang Hyuk Choi plays it up ahead for Seung Hon Jung. Jung right in, shoots, put it over top of the net. Best offensive look so far for Team Korea.
I think maybe the team's heard me on the bench when I talked about slowing the pace down. Pace has picked up since.
Played to the line, kept in, long shot towards the goal. That'll go off the stick of Palinka and into the corner. First to it, Seung-Won Jung, centering feed, jumped over the stick of Choi. He's got it again, this number 8, had it roll off his stick once more as puck possession has proved to be a bit of a challenge for the two teams. A lot of stick challenges, a lot of bouncing pucks, but here a backdoor feed and they score! Dong Shun Jung with the first goal of the tournament for Team Korea. They lead 1-0.
And his first shot of the tournament as well. Timeout, a perfect opportunity for Team Korea to get things organized. They came out of it flying. Good job keeping the puck in at the line, moving it around the team leader in shots. What a backdoor feed right on the tape for the one-timer. No chance for Lepacek. We've seen that a couple times, Zach, in the tournament. Even when on the heel of his stick, still was able to get good one on it. And there's the first goal of the event for Team Korea on their first shot. Pretty good shooting percentage, I'll say.
2 assists for Dong Shin Jung in last year's tournament as Seung-Won Jung, who had 2 goals last year, picks up the assist on the opening goal of the tournament for Team Korea.
Seung-Won Jung, 1 assist last year as well. Led the team 14 shots.
And Shulyu plays it up the wall as Korea wins the face-off, but Slovakia get to that loose puck first. Played ahead for Vojtěch. Played up the wall and found by Ji Hun Ryu. Sends it in deep. And first to it is Eric Vojtěch. Checked by Jung Ho Jong, but it's Jopa who comes away with that loose puck. Plays it up the wall. Nice pass for Vojtěch, but missed him. Did get a piece though, icing waved off.
That Vojtěch and Jopa connection is going to prove to be the big one we'll be looking at if Slovakia is to stay in this game.
Korea looking to add on here is right down the middle comes Young Sung Kim. A drop pass and Shulyu in, shoots and he scores! Shulyu on the scoreboard. Korea strikes again, 2-0.
Vojtěch tried the stick check. He had it dislodged momentarily. He's not happy with himself, number 45, because it's what actually left the puck all alone and open. So a good job by Ji Yoon fighting that puck through, gets it right up the middle, and there's a stick check from Wojciech. However, no puck support. All by himself was in Chol and able to get the damage done. His second shot of the tournament. This one is a goal. It's 2-0 for Team Korea on 3 shots.
Lepacik just couldn't get back across after reading the initial play from Young Sung Kim. The stick check, as mentioned, from Wojciech. Great defensive play, just an unfortunate end result.
Oh, where the puck landed, Zach. That's unfortunate for them. 3 Slovakia players to the left side of the net. Nobody there on the right. Left a Korea player all alone, one-on-one with, again, Lepacik out of position because he was preparing for the puck going to the right side. Has to adjust himself. It comes to the left, and Korea is up 2-0.
The assistant captain on the board as we get back underway. Slovakia race to that puck in their own zone. Swung around for Wojciech. Up the wall, kept in. Dongchun plays it across, and Seung-Won Jung couldn't make a play on that. Lee Ha-sung in the neutral zone for Korea, who since the immediate timeout have come out with a little bit more speed and a little bit more control of the play here in the first period.
A lot more urgency and desperation, I think, are another 2 good words as well, for sure.
Wojciech makes a play. Nice move to avoid a check. Feeds a pass ahead, jumped over Corman's stick, and down the ice it'll go. Icing gonna get waved off as that one caught an edge and settles just before the red line. Now Wojciech looking to get his team back within 1 as he's got it down low. Avoids a check, dishes off, Wojciech towards the net, and that is stopped by Choi, and then he clears the rebound before Corman could get to it. Not sure Choi knew exactly where that puck went afterwards, but found it in time to avoid Corman forcing home a loose puck.
David Corman was probably the best player on the ice for Slovakia. I would say arguably maybe in the last 2 games in total. Had a puck laying right there, couldn't get a shot away.
And Chol with possession once more. Intercepted though by Corman. Good work from 98 at the end of a shift, trying to apply pressure inside the Korean line. It's flipped out to center, gathered up by Turic, stolen away, and now Slovakia will send it in deep before heading off on a change.
Slovakia looks a little bit disorganized, I'd like to say probably in their own zone, but once they get the puck into the O zone, Zach, that's where they do better, a lot more damage. They'll get to that at the whistle. More on that.
That puck cleared down the ice into the zone. Seok-ho giving chase, and we'll get there for Team Korea. Looks, shoots towards the net. Lepacik made the save, and it popped out the other side. Cleared away by Team Slovakia. And Johnny on the spot was Marian Ligda to clear that danger. Seok-ho now on the half wall, flips it off the boards and into the Slovakian zone. Puck played back up the wall at the line, and it's kept in. Nice play by Zhang. Works into the middle as the shot is held and covered up by Lepacik. As we'll step aside. 5:02 to play here in the opening period. 2-0. Team Korea leads Team Slovakia on day 3 in Calgary.
Team Korea has a 2-0 lead in period number 1, 5 minutes remaining, and it's some of the relentless zone play that has really given them the ability to dominate. As you look at this puck on the side of the net, Slovakia again looks disorganized, Zach, as Lepacik probably shakier than we've ever seen him so far in the tournament. He has been so calm, so organized, and so collected throughout the tournament. He looks a little bit, I don't want to say shaky early on, but he's certainly fighting the puck a little bit.
Korea won the faceoff, couldn't get a shot on goal, and now Slovakia back the other way. Wojciech, nice move to drive into the zone. Lets a shot go. Glove save made by Hyuk-jun Choi, who holds on.
There's a good offering by Wojciech, and that's the Wojciech that we want to see if you're a Slovakia fan today. Crafty play at the blue line. You see the great stick work here. Great job, guys, in the truck. turning his guy into a twister and letting it rip pretty quickly. I'm sure maybe next time he wants to get rid of that a little sooner once there's a little bit of daylight there, but if Slovakia is to come back, that'll be shots like Wojciech they need to see from him.
Marcin Jopo wins the face-off, navigates, passes. Wojciech couldn't get the shot away as the puck slowed up just enough to prevent 45 from getting a shot away. Pass in front, intercepted. Corman collides with his man, and now Korea unable to corral the loose puck inside their own zone. Wojciech drops it off for Jopa. Jopa crosses, gives it right back before receiving it. 25 with possession here. Expect me to say that a ton over the course of this one as Slovakia look to claw their way back into this one, down by 2 with a little over 4 to play in the opening period. Here, Jopa, a shot off the side of the goal as Korea up the wall to clear. Jung trying to clear it and does well, forces it out to center. Wojciech back defensively.
You know what, as much as Korea's playing really well defensively here, I think Slovakia has given up a lot on their shot opportunities. They missed it out on the side there. Look for that story to continue in this game.
Here comes Corman, collided with Seok Oh as he entered the zone, and that allows Korea to come back with possession. Played quickly ahead. Wang Hyuk Choi drops it off. Here comes Jong Ho Jung right into the zone. 55 for Korea, shooting. Fought off by Lepacek as Korea looking to add on here. Corralled, however, by Slovakia. They can't clear. Seok Oh fires it back down low. And after it goes in Cho-Yu. 1 goal already here in the opening period. Choi after it in the corner. Swings it to open ice for Jung to skate onto. As had his pocket picked at 55 by Marian Ligda. Collision in behind the net. Ji-Hun Ryu causing problems as Korea working the forecheck here late in the first period. Puck stolen away and pushed up ice by Slovakia, unable to clear. Oh no, they did get that out. Chol-Yu does not agree with the call, but Korea will head back to the neutral zone, giving Slovakia some time to work with. That pass turned over though. Good recovery. Young Sung Kim right in, passes. Good stick prevents that from reaching its intended target as Robert Turich gets in the way. Eric Wojciech will play it up the wall for Ligda. Couldn't get a stick on that. That'll go the distance, and it'll be an icing call against Team Slovakia.
Zach, this is the first ever meeting between these two countries in Group A action. They both played in the 2021 Worlds in that tournament. Never played each other. Korea ended up finishing 4th, where Slovakia was relegated. So I think a feeling out process here between each country. Korea, obviously the longer term Group A group, and you're seeing that right now with their offense. Slovakia looks a little disorganized early.
Battle in the corner. Or battle off the face-off, rather, as Turich had the puck underneath his sled. It popped free. Byung-Suk Choi centers. Turich couldn't cut that off. Seung-Won Jung with a centering feed, intercepted by Turich, and now cleared again by Team Slovakia. And again, it's going to be an icing call, and we've seen this throughout the tournament. Slovakia with a propensity to ice the puck under pressure.
Yep, and Pool A. I want to make sure my terminology is correct. Pool A, not Group A, but early on against USA, Slovakia iced the puck a lot. I said in that game, or not USA in their first game, yeah, they played USA in the first game. I said once they get the puck out of the zone, they can congest the neutral zone. Once the neutral zone is congested, as the shot comes on net, then they can have effectiveness in the O-zone. That's the carbon copy of Slovakia hockey. When they're in their own zone, they ice the puck. As soon as they get the puck out of their zone, they have confidence there. I don't know what it is, but something about the way that they're playing the game, when the puck is in their zone, they just want to flip it off the glass, get it out, rather than transition the puck out of the zone.
Lepacek with the glove save off the shot from Dong Shin, and another one off the stick of number 20. Again, a glove save for Edward Lepacek.
Yeah, and the more pucks Lepacek gets is only going to make him better throughout this game. That is going to be the benefit of Slovakia. More shots on him, gets his head in, gets him his bearings corrected, gets him organized, and thought he was a little tentative early. If he's on his game, you don't want to mess with Slovakia.
It was 2 goals on 3 shots for Korea earlier on. They're now up to 8 and have not beaten number 18 since. Played across. Dong Jin takes it off a bounce. Nice feed. 1 goal already for number 20, but here, puck stolen away, and Wojciech starts out to center ice. Gathers it up, plays it into the path of Chopa, but back defensively, Dong Shin Jung yet again as the defenseman corrals the loose puck, lost it. Chopa with it down low. Chopo out of the corner, dishes off. Wojciech Doesn't like what he sees. Slows up, leaves for Jopa. And Jopa now with a little bit of room to work. Navigating, shooting, stopped. Rebound is there. Corman puts it on net. And another good save by Hyuk Jun Choi. As Korea look to clear as we enter the final minute of play in the first period.
Good heads-up play by Jopa. Doesn't need to get hardwood on it. Just get the puck at the net. Let your teammates do the work in the crease.
Entering the zone, Kwang Hyuk Choi fires that down low. Wojciech will retreat to collect behind the net. Had it roll off his stick on the forecheck quickly is Jung Ho Jung. Wojciech able to hold on to possession here for Team Slovakia. Played up ahead for Corman. Trying to clear the zone. Seok Oh preventing that. And now 3 Korean skaters, 2 Slovakians all battling for that loose puck. And it pops free for Jopa a little further down inside the Slovakian end of play. Now pushed up ice. That one will trickle down. Icing waved off here as Korea back to retrieve. Jung Ho Jong with possession. Plays it up to an open wing, a bank pass that could connect, but time's dwindling here in the first period. And after it there, Young-sung Kim beat to it by Ferencik, and that'll do it for the opening 15 minutes of play. Team Korea up 2-0 after 1 over Team Slovakia. We'll step aside, taking a break before being joined down at ice level by Team Slovakia's Mikhail Holinka. You're watching the 2024 World Para Ice Hockey Championships from Calgary, Alberta. the WinSport Arena, the site of the 2024 World Para Ice Hockey Championships. Through one period of play, Korea leading Team Slovakia 2-0, and really a story of one team capitalizing on their chances in the opening period, Dave.
Absolutely. Korea with 2 goals and 8 shots. Slovakia not able to find the net in their 6 shots that they had. So a physical fair early on. Korea a little bit better in their own zone and in the offensive zone. That's a gorgeous feed on the back door for the Korea first goal, and a great defensive play by Wojciech. Unfortunately for him, no puck support on the weak side. Wide open, top shelf, 2-0 Korea. Slovakia had their chances again, like the centering feed right there. Corman couldn't get a stick on a loose puck in front. Run Wojciech, same situation. And then Corman on the back door. Had a look there, defended, and Corman dislodges a puck in behind the net. Ends up centering it, a shot off the side of the net. So Zach Marks, if Slovakia is able to get back in this game, they're going to have a better shooting percentage. While for Korea, very, very happy about everything after the adjustment from the first media timeout, Zach. It was a little bit of a feeling out process in the first 5 minutes. Korea hasn't looked back since the 10-minute mark.
As you mentioned, in the first period, the first time these two teams have played in Pool A, so obviously a little bit of a feeling out process, as you mentioned, just figuring out the game plan for either side. Korea adjusted better in the first period. We'll see if Slovakia can change that as we get back underway. Korea with possession inside their own zone. Byung-Seok Choi, who we highlighted before the game, drops the pass off, took a bump from Wojciech, who has been physical so far for Team Slovakia. Korea pushes it ahead, and Seung-Won Jung races after it. Has to slow up before colliding with the end wall there, but feeds a pass over to Kwang-Hyuk Choi. He'll go up top. Byung-Seok Choi lets a shot go. That one wide of the target. Seung-Won Jung there for the rebound, though. Watch closely behind the net. Nice move to get away from Ferencik. Centers and gets it back. Again, Wojciech with the physical play here early in the second frame. Seung-Won Jung right in, looking for an option. Has to go around the net here, does number 14. As Slovakia doing a good job keeping him away from the front of the net. And again, it's Wojciech with that physical nature, forces it out to center. Here comes David Corman, flips it deep, peels off Dong Shun Jung with possession inside his own zone. Feeds a pass ahead, and who else? 14 White with possession. In over the line, tried feeding a pass towards the goal. Ferencik cut that off. And now Byung-Seok Choi with daylight here, walks in, drops it off. Seung-Won Jung, shot off a body and wide as it finds its way to Slovakia's Robert Turic. And he'll clear it out to center, not much further. Korea have come out here in the second period with a ton of pace, a ton of speed. They know what they want to do, and that's add on to the scoreline here.
Yeah, Zach, you mentioned the physicality of 45 Wojciech. That'll be the story going forward. More on that in a little bit.
Jung Ho Chung with a pass ahead to Seok Oh. That one is going to roll right to Lepacek, who will cover up, taking no chances here. Dave, if you're head coach Ivan Richko after that first period, what are you telling your group heading into this middle frame?
Yeah, be more physical. I think that is what's kind of been your bread and butter. The responsibility, getting the puck into your zone. Wojciech, bang. A good shoulder there. Korean forward has his eyes on the net. Wojciech's been great in both zones, offensive and defensive zone. If you want to get the puck out of your own zone, instead of firing and icing it off the glass, physicality, create the turnovers, and then carry the puck out rather than ice it, as you said, which has happened a lot for Slovakia.
Ligda will take this draw in his own zone, facing Jung Ho Jung, who has been very good in the face-off dot throughout this tournament for Korea. Swung around down low, Hlinka going after it, but it'll be Wojciech who gets their first check. That Slovakia rolls all the way around and finds the stick of Miroslav Stashak, who clears the zone. Down it goes, icing waved off as Kim picks it back up in his own zone.
Fortunate for Ligda, couldn't locate that puck. He's the guy you want going in on a one-on-one.
Turic battling, trying to find it, and it finds Ligda. Ligda back for Hlinka, just unable to hold it in, and that will end up back in the Slovakian zone.
Unfortunate break for Slovakia there. Good turnover created down low involving Ligda, and Hlinka couldn't get the puck to the point, which might have been a good high percentage scoring chance for Slovakia.
Korea with possession once more here is in Yu. One goal already, drops it for Siuko. Nice move, works into the middle, trying to get into a shooting lane, unable to do so. Korea takes possession back, and firing it down low is Ji Hyun Ryu. Now played to the wall and to the line, kept in. Nice play there by Korea. Now the puck underneath of Stashak's sled. Again, Korea able to hold it in. They're doing a really good job here at the blue line. Here it's cleared, and that'll go the distance. Will it be enough? No, they're going to wave off icing.
Yeah, Korea probably watched the game film of the previous 2 games and how to attack Slovakia. Cut the ice in half again. Korea's not going to burst with speed like 5 of the other countries, 5 of the 8 countries in this tournament. They're not going to blow by you on the wings. They want to suffocate you, congest the zone, and then control the play, get some good shots. We've seen a little bit of that so far. For Slovakia, they'll have to respond.
An icing call here, and one thing we brought up in the first period, the energy conservation, and a storyline to watch here. Korea has a lot more reserve skaters than Team Slovakia does, just 4 on that Slovakian bench, whereas I'm counting about 7 on the Korean bench if my eyesight is not letting me down.
Yeah. Well, and I think having Jopa back in the lineup is a big addition on their bench too, right? Want to see him impacted here in period number 2.
Puck played to the blue line. That one will roll and come out to center. Wojciech takes it back. Dishes for Corman. Trying to get to that loose puck is Jopa, and he's done just that. Jopa making a move. Defended well, though. 3 Koreans right on top of number 25 as Wojciech gets to that loose puck. First Slovakia with their first bit of zone time here. A pass across. Good stick from Hyuk-jun Choi. His first action of this second period as Holinka overskated that puck momentarily. Now just trying to sort of swing at it and eventually gets it to Jopa, who will send it in deep. Yu back defensively for Team Korea here. Oh, heavy collision there with David Corman, who jars the puck loose for Wojciech. Wojciech drops it off. Corman had it roll away from him. And now Korea back out to center. Nice pass ahead onto the stick of Choi. Young-suk Choi drops it off for Kwang-hyuk Choi. Right in. Defended there by Wojciech. As good defensive stick there. Here comes David Corman. Corman with a little bit of speed through the neutral zone. Haven't seen a ton of that in this tournament. Drops it off. Nobody there. And that has been a storyline for Team Slovakia. Those passes not connecting so far. Icing waved off here. Wojciech back defensively. Swings it around to the near side where the captain, Jopa, will pick it up.
Yeah, the difference really right now for Korea, they're connecting on their passes, and they're able to break out, get ozone opportunities. Not a lot of them. It's only 1 shot each here, 5 minutes into the second period. But for Korea, again, just plays like this, 3 guys all around Jopa when he comes into the zone. Nope, no opportunity for offense at all. And then Corman when he broke into the zone, trying to drop the puck off. Nobody home, no puck support. 3 skaters around, no support for Slovakia. Korea doing a great job knowing where their players are on the ice, where Slovakia having a harder time locating their teammates.
Quick shot from Kim wide of the target. Might have glanced off the stick of Lepacek. In fact, they're going to say it did, so that's an 8th save for Lepacek and his 7th consecutive. As Wojciech tried sliding that ahead. Good read from Suko to take it away. Drops it for one of the goal scorers, Jung Ho Jung. Played ahead for Young-sung Kim, but cut off by Wojciech and Ferencik as Slovakia able to work that out to center. Here's Jopa. We'll slide that into the path of Slavomir Ferencik. Knocked off the puck again, though. Good defensive stick from Suko. As it's played back out to center. Got past Wojciech, who will give chase in the neutral zone for Slovakia. Still in search of that elusive first goal here in the preliminary round. As it's pushed up ice, Miroslav Stashak into the zone. And again, just the defensive responsibility from Korea, swarming whoever's got the puck with at least 2 skaters, everyone else in position. Suko in the neutral zone, knocked away from him by Ferencik. Now in Yu, lost it. Ji Hyun Ryu will play it up wall.
And I like this game out of Korea, right? In a team Slovakia, you know, is not going to blow by you with speed. Korea knows that they can just dissect the details of the game down, have the opportunities, and Zach, both their goals, one of them was on a turnover and a nice zone setup, right? That's the way, as we mentioned off the top of the show, the game is likely going to be. There isn't going to be blazing speed down the wings. There might be, potentially from a breakaway, but both these groups are so defensively responsible. Right now, Korea better defensively than Slovakia. Shots 10-7 in favor of the team in white.
And they win the face-off to Korea, right back to the most recent goal scorer, or pardon me, the most recent goal scorer, Dong Shin Jung. He scored the opening goal, rather, and Chul Yu with the other one. As it's played back to the point backdoor feed almost found Byung-Suk Choi with that. His 14th passing has been stellar here on day number 3. Now a centering feed in front. It finds its way to Seung-Won Jung. Waits, puts it towards the net, blocked en route. And again, defensive responsibility from Slovakia, not letting too much towards the goal. Jung watch closely there, will navigate into some open ice, feeds it ahead, nice. Onto the stick of Choi, directed into the zone before being turned around by Slovakia. Icing waved off, chasing after it. Here is Marian Ligda for Slovakia. Checks in Shilyu into the corner. Turich comes in, takes a bump himself, but it's still Ligda. Puck stolen away. Hwang Yuk Choi up the wall. That'll be gathered. Byung-Suk Oh up ahead. Nice pass and push back ahead. Pretty passing from Korea. They're in on a 2-on-0. Hwang Yuk Choi across a shot, put over top the net. The rebound trying to tuck it home was Choi, unable to do so. As Dong Shin Jung couldn't get that glorious opportunity on goal. And now a chance here. Wojciech in the neutral zone. May have had an opportunity to feed Corman there. Instead feeds it across for Wojciech. Intercepted. Now Corman's got possession for Slovakia. And he'll just be forced to send that into the far corner for Wojciech to go after.
Wojciech's going to be seeing that in his sleep. He had a great opportunity to send in the guy you want to send it alone. David Corman just couldn't get organized.
Now a pass in front, and Corman couldn't get his shot away as he was trying to use the right stick there, defended by Byung-Suk Choi. If that's on his left stick, that's in the back of the net.
Just off the heel of his stick. Crazy sequence there, Zach, on both ends.
So get a look at the passing of Jopa, who gets the headman feed. And here comes Jopa into the zone. Slows up, waits for a teammate, drops for Corman. David Corman around with a little bit of speed here. Probably the fastest Slovakian skater in this tournament as Halinka with a long shot. Glove save, rebound in behind. Jopa navigates, centers, Wojciech, a pass, a cross, and Corman slamming his stick in frustration. He knows that was a great opportunity.
David Corman again, that's his third chance around the net. They're all high percentage scoring opportunities.
And here he keeps the puck in, directs one just down low, and will go after it as Korea back to retrieve is Lee Ha-sung. Can't clear though. Wojciech kept it in. Now directs it towards the net. That one will trickle towards the goaltender, and Choi will cover up with 5:36 to go in the second period. 2-0 Korea maintains physicality ramping up here in Calgary.
Hockey fans, what is the commitment to Team Canada during World Paralympic Hockey Championships? Check out our social channel at Hockey Canada on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And use the hashtag Calgary 2024 when posting.
The first ever meeting between these two teams, chaos in period 2. A 4-on-0 in transition for Korea. They just missed on the glove hand side. Weren't able to get their third goal of the game. This is how close that was. Unbelievable. And then on the other side, David Corman, seeing that in his sleep. Zach said if that was on his left stick, it would be a 2-1 game right now. Dave Dawson is my name. That's Zach Marks. That's David Corman. And he had some words for himself on the way to the bench.
Also slamming his stick in frustration later on in the shift on a second opportunity that he had to cut into the Korean lead. And you know that would be big momentum for Team Slovakia heading into the break. A chance for Ligda, stopped by Choi. As Marian Ligda coming close for Slovakia, who've really come alive here in the late stages of the second period.
Yeah, they really have. They've woken up. I'm not sure, maybe the early game or, again, these two teams never seen each other in Pool A before. Feeling out process, they sure feel each other now.
And that's an icing call, and you see there, Unshil immediately head up to the heavens, realized, I just iced the puck, that's a face-off.
Zach, you and I have watched enough hockey in our lives. I probably got a couple years on you, but you probably watched more than I have. In a game that's 2-0 like this, Korea was dominating in period 1. The next goal for Slovakia, we got a brand new hockey game.
Absolutely. I'll say this, you've definitely got more time on me. I think I've watched more recently than you have. As the
Of the
face-off,
NHL caliber, for sure.
100%, as face-off to the right of the Korean goaltender, and it's won back by Jopa to Ferencik, who drops it off to the captain. Now it's pushed down low. Corman will take possession, gives it right back to Jopa. This line right back into the fray. Wojciarek with a chance, and that one blocked en route. Sioko kind of tossing his hand out there, getting in the way, and then shaking it loose after the fact. Corman again with a chance at the slot, couldn't get a clean shot away. This line generating opportunities, but again it comes back down to being unable to capitalize on those chances.
David Corman might come out in the third period and scored 9 goals with the way that he's been playing. So much frustration. Again, look at him, having words with himself. He's got to stay composed. An incredible para-hockey player. Slovakia, they're so close right now, Zach. Korea, again, doing well defensively though, bending but not breaking.
Face-off will be to the left of the Korean net. The face-off one directly back to the goaltender, who will take no chances with that one, taking the whistle. 4:31 to go here in the second period, and we'll step aside. 2-0, Korea leading Team Slovakia. Oh, so close to 3-0 and 2-1. We'll step aside, be back in a moment. Ivan Richko, a little bit of frustration on the look on the coach of Team Slovakia's face, but also maybe a little bit of optimism. He's seen his team really come alive in this game as it has drawn closer into the back half of the second period. 4.5 to go, 2-0. Korea still leads. Zach Marks alongside Dave Dawson, and Slovakia just coming alive a little bit.
Yeah, he looks determined and focused. Frustration early, but now a little more optimism. You're right, Zach. Dissected that one well in period 2 here as the Korean goaltender bobbled the puck a little bit. And yeah, Jopa right there having a conversation with the ref. Yep, here's what I saw. And having him back in the lineup, big addition. A little bit of chemistry, right? Maybe you took that time in period 1. And for Korea, great defensive stance, bending but not breaking. Spend all the time in our zone you want to. If you're not going to score, that's fine with us, they're thinking.
Face-off one again right towards the goaltender. This time he's unable to corral it, as losing his stick there was the Korean defender. Corman came in with a ton of speed trying to force the turnover. Korea unable to clear. Nice stick there from Jopa. He's got possession. Martin Jopa driving wide, looking for an option. Lets the shot go, one off a body and wide. Might have had Wojciarek in the slot there. But Slovakia still with possession here. Now Wojciarek with it. Dodges one check, holds on to possession. Looking for an option here. Drops it off. That'll be intercepted. No, Wojciarek got to stick to it, but now it settles down for Kwang Hyuk Choi to take a look up ice. We'll flip that into the path that hit the sled of Seung Wong Jung, and Jopa unable to send that one back in. Ferencik had to stop on a dime, unable to do so. 2-on-1 developing here. Wong Jung in front for Choi, just out of his reach. Corman will watch him as 27 in white, content to just drop it off in the corner. Wojciarek takes over for Slovakia. That one pushed up ahead. That one down the ice. Corman going to try and negate this icing. And in fact, it'll be the goaltender Choi who does just that. Forced to cover it. Good pressure there from 98 Blue.
Yeah, and 39 white baited Corman a little bit into that. Said left it there. All right, you want to come after it, go for it. Maybe psychological play with Corman, and he doesn't need any more help. He's already in his own head, and just a tremendous hockey player. Great interview as well. We got to catch up with him on the opening day, and David Corman, yeah, great catch, guys. Look at that. Just getting a pep talk for his teammates. Hang in there. It's going to be all right. It's only a 2-shot game. One shot gets us within one. The next one ties it. 10-10 shots on goal right now.
Corman had 7 goals in Pool B play at the 2023 World Championships. Was third in that regard. Jopa and Stashak leading the way for Team Slovakia as they look to claw their way back to within 1 heading into the third. And I think that's got to be the message on the bench. Just get 1 and see where it goes.
And I love Team Korea's mindset right now that, yeah, the bend but not break. You get your shots on goal, but they're going to be contested shots. You're not getting clean looks. We're going to make sure that if you get the puck, we're going to make it hard for you to shoot it.
Stashak in offside at the Korean line. Now, of course, the bend don't break strategy, it can work very well, but it can also come back to haunt you. If Slovakia is able to, quote-unquote, break through and get on the board, it can be difficult to get back into that offensive mindset of trying to add on to the lead, and I think that's something Korea's got to be weary of falling into.
Yeah, you don't want to give Slovakia any hope, right? You don't want to give them the optimism of going, yeah, okay, we're in this game, guys. Korea did a great job taking away that hope in period number 1 with 2 excellent shots.
Slovakia with possession inside the neutral zone after the clear by Team Korea, and Wojtek will just send that one in. Intercepted by Yu, but it falls into Stashak with a shot, and that's gloved by Choi, who holds on as Miroslav Stashak. 11 goals in Pool B play last year, close to number 1 there.
Second on the team in points, too, with 21 in Kazakhstan. Again, Zach, their only loss, a shootout loss to Japan. They absolutely took over the competition, including their opening tournament win against Kazakhstan. Shots were 21-1. Kazakhstan took 37 minutes and penalties in that game, however, but for Korea, they've been in Pool A for a long time. They want to hang here again. Nothing determined in this game. Nobody's relegated, but you don't want to fall into that danger of that 7-8 spot when the tournament's over.
Pass across, that's defended by Choi as Korea gather it up. Neither of these teams able to escape that quarterfinal matchup tomorrow. The top 2 and the bottom 2 in each group already settled. It's just a matter of where you'll finish. And obviously, in theory, an easier matchup for the team that wins today. As it's played back, Wojtek with possession, dropped it off for Jopa, who's got it. Weaving in and out, now slams on the brakes. Corman comes in trying to help out. Iha Song after it, but it's Corman there first for Slovakia. Feeds it in front for Wojciech, and he poked it in open space. Nobody there for Team Slovakia though. Jopa gets it on the near side wall. Peels back again, watched by a pair of Korean skaters almost at all times. They know the scouting report as it's played ahead to Zhang now for Zhang. Dongshin Zhang looking, peels back, it's 4-on-2 here. Time and space, a shot is blocked, and now it's loose. Wojtek nearly directed that on goal. An odd play there from 30 in blue. It does not come back to haunt them though, as Wojciech's got it on the far side here in period number 2. Now corralling possession, Mikhail Holinka will flip that out to center. And maybe a little bit of an offensive cheat mindset here for Slovakia late, as you saw a slow back check on that 4-on-2. There were 3 Slovakians hoping for a turnover to go the other way.
And Korea again, puck possession in the offensive zone. That's what they want to get back to. Great keeping at the line. That's the bread and butter of what's made it work for them so far.
As it pops out to center, we're inside the final minute of this second period. Might I say, a fairly briskly played second period. Very good pace in this middle frame as it's cleared down the ice. Icing gonna get waved off here. Holinka back to retrieve. Now played up the wall for Wojtek. Unable to get it out to center. Puck still in the corner. Now it pops free and cleared to the line. Held in by Dongshun Zhang. Lets a long shot go deflected and they score! Byung Suk Choi with an unbelievable deflection adds on for Team Korea. It's 3-0.
That might be the goal of the tournament. Zach, you had mentioned that Slovakia got a shot like that early in the hockey game. It was deflected and it was almost an incredible goal. Carbon copy. That happened. Look at the look on that face. He knows how big that goal was. Massive. Puck comes back to the point. Held in nicely. Look at this. Well, they're going to ask if it's a high stick or not. And there's our isolated player at the start of the game, number 27, Byung Suk Choi. How about that right below the crossbar? The referees are going to talk about it and see if it actually was or not. If that is a goal, that's the goal of the tournament. No goalie's going to be able to stop that one. Unbelievable hand-eye coordination, getting the twig on it and getting that in. Nice look right here. So we'll have another look at it from the point. Clearing attempt is stopped. So the Korean defender, Shin puts it at the net, and Choi, just a deflection. No chance at all for Lepacek. So we'll have a great look from this angle here to see if it's below the crossbar. Hard to tell from that vantage point. Maybe did look like it got a little bit above. Key moment of the game here, Zach. 11 seconds left in the period. Slovakia arguably dominated that period. They're leading the shot department 14-11. If this Korean goal stands, that's a massive difference maker in the game.
Absolutely, as we get a look at Choi there. 2 goals in last year's tournament, tied for the team lead, and Ivan Hrishko looking on, hoping that this one's going to come back.
Referees have done a sensational job this entire tournament. Not an envious spot to be right now.
First video review of the tournament as well, as it appears that we have ourselves a decision.
And the verdict is no goal. I think that's the right call. I think based on the end view that we had, that's probably the best look. The one from the tight follow is a pretty good shot of it, but the end view, I think, tells the story, as that stick likely was over the crossbar. So taking away one from maybe the goal of the tournament from Suk Choi. But yeah, great job for him. Great job, referees. They're on top of it. The incredible folks that are sitting to the right side of us as well have a great job of, I've had some discussions off air about, hey, what's this rule, what's that rule? Just my own personal knowledge. Great people behind the scenes who work so hard to making sure the tournament goes in the way that it needs to go from the officiating side, right? Players are evaluated, broadcasters are evaluated, so are officials, and they've done a phenomenal job.
There, Lepacek holds on after a brief time, just kind of holding that puck. Wasn't sure whether or not the refs wanted him to play it or not. He eventually did, but after the whistle came. So an offensive zone draw here. Korea hoping that they can maybe get that third goal back, as a little deflating for Team Korea. Obviously kind of on the back burner a little bit here. That shot blocked by Wojciech, and that'll do it for the second period. A period that, as you mentioned, Dave, Slovakia really came alive and played very well in that middle frame.
But I think for Slovakia, you use that momentum now to go, okay, we're in this game. We've had, the margin has been so thin, just barely missing the net. The margin in this game, Zach, we'll see what happens in period 3.
A look outside the Markham McPhail Center in Calgary, Alberta at the WinSport facility as day 3 continues on. 2-0 the score after 2 periods of play, but it could have been a very different scoreline.
Oh yeah, for either team, absolutely. Slovakia pushed and pushed and pushed in that period. 14 shots in total. Margin of victory in this game, Zach, so thin. Nice little give and go handiwork there in transition. And Korea just missed the net on a 4-on-0. And on the other end of the ice, that kind of woke Slovakia up, so to speak. Gorman all around the net, number 98. This puck late in the game, disallowed goal. The ruling is over your head. Stick over the head, deflected, took a puck away from our isolated player to start the game. There he is, young Suk Choi, 2 goals in last tournament. Coming in, led second on the team in shots with 3, and that one shot couldn't make it 3. Instead, it is 2-0. I'm Dave Dawson, this is Zach Marks.
And you have to wonder which team's going to take that turn of events better. Is Korea going to respond, come out flying, or is Slovakia going to take that as, okay, we got away with that one, let's get back on the horse. We'll see as Korea right to work on the forecheck early on here. They started it off in the second period a similar way. As Slovakia out to center and an early 2-on-1 developing here. Across, Wojciech, he's got Jopa with him. Wojciech in, slows up, great read there from Dong Shin Jung to take that away, or else Jopa's in all alone on Choi. Puck down inside the Slovakian zone. As Wojciech with possession, plays it ahead, and now Slovakia with it. It's Corman. He'll slide it up ice. That one out of the reach of any Slovakian. And Jopa, I like that little play there from 25. He stays in front of his man, prevents him from getting ahead to negate that icing call, and now they go to work on the forecheck.
And excuse me, interference, not necessarily interference, just an excuse me.
As Ferencik gets it on the far side, looks, shoots, and that's gloved easily by Hyukjun Choi for the save.
Zach, speed going to be the difference. You and I talked coming into the game, neither of these teams are going to blow by you with speed. Not enough urgency here from Wojciech. Attack, and that pass across to Jopa. I think if you ask him, he might have wanted to get that across sooner and a little more urgency. So maybe a break there for Korea, getting away with one in transition. A good defensive play, not taking anything away from them there too.
As the faceoff coming inside the Korean zone, and it's won back by Korea. Bouncing puck in front, and that one put wide off the stick of Stashak, and that's one of the guys you want with possession in front of the net. And he's got it now behind the net. Plays it in front. Holinka got a piece, couldn't get all of it, as Korea will pick that up on the near side. Collision there with Courage, but out to center goes that puck, and that'll roll right to Lepacek, who will cover up amid the check from Suko for a whistle. And the storyline so far in this game has been Slovakia just missing that final key pass.
3 times Holinka has missed either a pass at the blue line, trying to creep in from the back door, and I think for number 33, he'd like to change that heading into the rest of the game. There was that play in the second period, he could have kept the puck in, it was beyond him, trying to creep into the back door, he missed it. Again, Korea staying in there, not getting away with, but dodging some of those opportunities that Slovakia is getting. The margin, Zach, so thin.
Korea will send that puck back into the zone, and Ferencik with it now for Team Slovakia. Not to take anything away from Korea's defensive structure. They have been very good, but in this game, it's almost felt like Slovakia has done it to themselves more often than not.
It has been. They've certainly been the ones that have been self-inflicted wounds here, where for Korea, for sure, they have played well, but Slovakia, I think, is maybe been in their head a little bit too much, their own head.
Siuko plays it across. Tape to tapes. Kim right in, collides there with Halinka. Good defensive play there from 33, and it's covered up by Lepacek.
There's a look at Young's Sung Kim. 9 shots on goal last tournament. He had 1 assist. Didn't really benefit at all from a lot of his movement around the net, but was up there in penalty minutes as well. He had 16, led the team in penalty minutes in that tournament. But Korea can play that physical game, Zach. They haven't backed down from that at all, but I think for them, you really want to get that goal that you thought you had on that disallowed one.
As it's Korea with possession here, working right in on goal. Lets a shot go tipped, and that's stopped by Lepacek. And Korea going back to work down low. Puck pops free in the corner. Wojciech trying to get there. Beat to that loose puck by Kwang Kup Choi, but it's Wojciech who wins the battle. As 45 plays it ahead for Corman. His pass behind Wojciech as Wojciech comes in and cleans up that loose change. Starts back the other way. Pass ahead. Another interception, but it's going to fall friendly. In comes Jopa on a breakaway. Makes a move. He shoots, and he scores! Martin Jopa slides home the first for Slovakia, and they're within 1.
What did we say? 25 playing his first action of the tournament. He's going to be the impact player, and it's Wojciech, the guy who did all the work the entire game so far. A friendly bounce off the stick of 14, and Jopa walks in. Nice move along the ice, and in 12 goals in the tournament in Kazakhstan in October. A massive one for Slovakia. Finally rewarded for all their hard work, and it's 25, the guy that we had a feeling would show up on the scoreboard today, cuts the lead in half. Disallowed goal for Korea, and of the period, momentum, Slovakia. Brand new hockey game.
And for Wojciech, that's got to feel good seeing that bounce go the other way. He was the one with that stick check in the first period that led to the Inchil U second goal. Here he has a pass go off a stick, slide perfectly to 25. No mistake from Jopa, and an icing call coming up here against Korea.
Best game of the tournament so far. You and I talked about that off air before the game in our strategy meeting. Had a feeling this would live up to the billing. What a game it's been so far. David Corman and company, and look at Jopa there. We knew this in the first couple games of the tournament. Slovakia might rely a little more defensively on their style and try and close things out that way. They have the offensive firepower, and they certainly did there.
As this faceoff will be to the right of Choi. One back by Korea. Now a stretch feet ahead. Seung-Won Jung. He's going to get there first. Will he have enough time, though? Picks it up basically on the hash marks. Takes it around the net. Thought about a shot. Couldn't do so. Watch closely there by Eric Wojciech. And Jung still with possession. Will drop it off for Choi. Trying to get a shot on goal. Blocked by Wojciech. Good positioning there for number 30. Turich after it. A long shot wide of the target by Team Korea as it'll be played ahead. Stashak able to work it out to center. And into the corner it will go. Wojciech with time and space to work. He'll wait. Slowing things down a little here for Slovakia. You get that goal. There's a little, I'm not going to say less urgency, but you don't have to move as quick with a 1-goal deficit. You've still got just under 11 minutes to go here in regulation time. There's a collision.
Very close to a team penalty.
And that's something we haven't seen too much of. Just the one penalty so far went against Team Slovakia for tripping very early in that first period.
But you know what? I like the non-call by the official because it was more an incidental collision. Often teeing is an instigated situation where you're coming at the player and you're causing the turnover. It was two sleds just engaging each other. Great non-call by the official.
Jung Ho will play that ahead for Ji-Hun Ryu. Plays it ahead for Siuko. The defenseman in. Watched by Stashak. Drops it off for Jung Ho Jung. Fed back Ji-Hun Ryu. A long shot off the glove of Lepacek and over top the net. Good stretch there from 18 in between the pipes, making sure to get a piece of that, as without that touch, you never know. Here's a steal, and away comes Turich, right in, looking, shooting, and that one stopped by Hyuk-Jun Choi. And that's an example of that speed, slowing down a little bit there from Turich as he was trying to gather that loose puck up, couldn't quite get the speed away. Here's Stashak now with a steal, lets a shot go, that just missed over top the goal. Slovakia really coming alive offensively in the last 15 minutes of game time or so.
Zach, their bounces are going their way now. They weren't going their way in the first period, then Korea benefited from all of them. Now Slovakia is getting all the bounces. Korea's got to create some of their own puck luck here, get back to doing what they were doing in the first period.
As Jung Ho Chung comes in, takes a shot that hit his own guy in front, as Ji-Hun Ryu in the way of the shooting lane as the puck fed up the near far side wall. Wojcierek's got it and is watched closely there, stolen away, but Jopa gets it back. Martin Jopa navigating, dishes for Corman. Corman for Wojcierek. He's in alone. Wojcierek, can he get the shot away? Put it off the side of the goal, but we've got ourselves a penalty shot coming here as Milos Wojcierek was hauled down on the breakaway. And what a chance here for Slovakia.
Let's go back to David Corman's first period. How frustrated was he as we are headed to, no, we can't go to the media timeout. Horn blown inappropriate out of time. But getting back to that point, David Corman in his own head in the first period. Frustrated. Corman reset. You saw the conversation on the bench where Slovakia was saying, hey, you know what, David? Just settle in. We're in this hockey game. Right now, Ivan Hrichko and group. Great move for Wojcierek. He's been the player today, Zach, on Slovakia. He's not going to take the penalty shot, though, as anyone on the ice is entitled to. It's going to be Jopa taking it. The guy who's already got a goal can tie it. First appearance, 12 goals last year, 25, it's your stage.
What a moment here for Jopa. Slovakia looking to tie this game. A win sets them up with the bottom team in Group B. That to be decided in the nightcap tonight, 8:30 puck drop as Team Japan takes on Team Italy. But here, all eyes on 25 in blue and white. Jopa against Hyuk Jun Choi. Ref ensuring
the nervous moments here, you can hear a pin drop in this building.
As the whistle goes, and here we go. Martin Jopa on his right hand, works in. A little back and forth here, trying to send the goalie the wrong way. Jopa right in, goes to the right, and he scores! Martin Jopa ties the game at 2 on the penalty shot.
All of that because of the work at the line by Jopa and by David Corman, getting it across to Wojcierek to set up the penalty shot at 25. So gifted. He knew exactly what he wanted to do, outweighed in the goaltender in his first appearance. 12 goals last year, our isolated player to start the game. A disallowed goal by Korea, which would have made it 3-0. Nope, instead 2-2 Zach Marks. 9 minutes left in period 3.
And you'll notice on that penalty shot, the puck touches his left stick for a split second, just to send the goalie the wrong way. He kept it right the whole way, sold it, and it puts it in the goaltender's head. He's got to be going left. There's no way he stays on this side. Works to perfection, slides it under as it is 2-2.
I think they're just having some questions, the timekeepers here. So, Zach, coming into this is day number 3. We've played 8 hockey games. The closest margin, 3-goal difference. 10-0, 11-0, 10-0, 10-0, 19-0. We have a 2-2 game in period 3. Day number 3 today is going to be full of these games. China and USA coming up next. How about Canada, Czechia? How about Italy, Japan? This is going to be a great day at the World Para Ice Hockey Championships.
As we get back underway, and right off the draw, here's David Corman. He's on a breakaway. Corman, with a chance to give his team the lead, hits the goal post. The rebound tucked just wide as Jopa nearly found the hat trick. My goodness, what a moment here in Calgary. Corman cannot buy a goal right now for Slovakia. It stays a 2-2 game.
And that puck was rolling on him the entire way, too. Wow, what a turn of events here at the Markin McPhail Center. Are you kidding me? This is what we came to see. Spoon it up.
Body check thrown down in the corner. Battle as Slovakia sent so much life on the bench and on the ice for these Slovakians as they look for their first win here in the A pool. Played to the line. Jopa will keep that in. 2 already. Tried to make a move, had that roll on him, but Corman kept it in after the turnover. Drops it back for the captain. Jopa waiting, will peel away, looking for an option, crosses with Corman, and now will continue on. Jopa with possession here. He's crunched up against the boards there. Puck pops free. Yiha Song with a chance to clear. Unable to do so. Now it pops free, and this is the man you want with the puck. Seung Wan Jung. He's waiting for a teammate here, trying to decide what to do. Wide on Frenchik, cuts towards the net. Great back check from David Corman. He may not be able to score right now, but he's been able to get back defensively throughout this game, and he does it again there in a crucial situation.
Yeah, sometimes you just go with what's there, and to get to the puck clock, create your own opportunities. David Corman, great back check and dislodging it.
Here comes Korea. Seung-Won Jung again passes across that hit, but Wojciech in the sled and pops out the other side. Jung-Ho Jung down low again as 14 in white everywhere for Team Korea. Here he turns the puck over. Wojciech will get the clear, and Seoko will corral inside his own zone.
This is anybody's game now, Zach. Anybody's game. Wide open.
And puck turned over in the neutral zone. Slovakia trying to play it up ahead. They do just that as Turic. He had an opportunity earlier in this period as well. So did Stashak. But it's the captain of Team Korea, Young-Sung Kim, who plays it up the wall. Trying to get it in is Ji Hyun-ryu. Stashak lost that puck to Young-Sung Kim. Fired across to open ice. And Seoko will happily send that into the zone. Haven't seen a ton of offensive pressure for Team Korea. Slovakia has done a great job playing it up ice. And I think we've got an interference penalty coming up here against Team Korea.
Might be a slashing, potentially interference, one of the two.
Touching up is Seok-oh. It'll be Ji Hyun-ryu, and it is indeed interference coming against Team Korea. So after Team Slovakia ties the game at 2, their first power play of the game, a chance to take the lead.
The first meeting in history between these two groups. They were in the 2021 Worlds together. Never ended up playing in that. Slovakia up from Pool B. And there's a look right there at the interference penalty. So with 6:15 remaining, the Slovaks up into Pool A. Korea's been in Pool A for a very, very long time. They have a chance. Neither of these teams coming to this game had scored a goal yet in the tournament. As you have a look at Jung-Ho Kim rallying the troops. They had a 2-0 lead. And now potentially could go down 3-2.
Slovakia's 0 for 2 in the power play in the tournament, but in Pool B last year, they went 10 for 17. That was 58.8% and the best in the tournament. Korea, meanwhile, their penalty kill struggled so far, 4 for 7 on the kill, 8 for 17 last year. They allowed more power play goals than they killed off penalties in Pool A last year. Need to come up with a big kill here. Slovakia, it's Jopo with possession. He'll feed it across. Wojciech skates onto it. Milos Wojciech drew the penalty shot here and offside as Ferencik skated in ahead of the play, and a whistle outside the zone.
And there's a great job by Korea, causing some confusion at the line. Don't necessarily have to do anything out of the sorts, but just make sure your gaps are in the right spots. And David Corman got a little bit confused. Wojciech went, instead of entering, went east-west instead of north-south. So disrupting some of the momentum, and it's little things like that that could be a difference maker. And again, the margin of victory today, so thin.
Wojciech winning that draw. Corman comes in to take it, and Jopa's got it with a little bit of room to work. Jopa right in, drops it for Corman, the extra skater, always something to keep an eye on here. As who's going to be the unmarked player? Instead, it's a potential steal. Great recovery from Jopa, but now it's cleared out to center. Corman's got to be quick, and he's lost an edge. May have taken down the Korean skater. Arm stays down, the Korean bench not happy in the slightest, but it'll remain a power play. And now we've got an offside at the Slovakian line.
David Corman's work ethic, right? He's an emotional player. He's the guy you saw him getting in his head a little bit. And great second effort, third effort, fourth effort. Look at this. No give up, no give up. And I think the reason why the official maybe left it uncalled is it was engaged primarily by Kwang Hak Choi of Korea. There's a look at 98 on the bench. The spark plug. Wow. What a period 3. First 2 minutes of this game, Zach, you and I thought, okay, not sure we're going to be facing. This is exactly what we signed up for today. You having fun? This is a fun.
Pushed up ice by Team Slovakia. That'll roll right onto the goaltender. And Choi gonna cover up, takes the whistle, and a face-off here. And the Korean netminder, Hyuk-jun Choi, we've seen this a couple times where he's kind of played that like, oh, come get it, and he covers up. But then Stashak right in his grill. He wanted a call there for the unsportsmanlike. He's not going to get it. Maybe something there for the Korean goaltender. Keeping an eye on things there.
Yeah.
Stashak will take this face off to the right of the goaltender. He wins it to Stashak, but we're going to have to do that again, says the linesman. So we will do just that. Couple of big calls in this game. The goal called back, the penalty shot itself. Sometimes you'll see the official a little bit hesitant to call that penalty shot in those situations. But Jopa getting that opportunity, makes no mistake, and he's got possession here. Drops it up for Stashak. His shot, he scores! Miroslav Stashak gives Slovakia a 3-2 lead with 4:52 to go in the third period.
Screen in front. Goalie did not see that puck at all. Hak Jun Choi had no clue where it was. There's a nice feed by Jopa. Right on the stick, Ferencik in front. Goalie can't see it. Look at that emphatic celebration by Ferencik. You don't think he loves that? Unbelievable. Slovakia down and out, period one. Boy, is this game turned around.
And Korea's going to use their timeout here. 4:52 to go, now in need of a goal. And to be completely honest with you, Dave, they don't have a shot in this period. They entered with 14, they still have 14. Their opponents, they're up to 21 now here in the period.
They had 8 shots after period 1, 6 in period 2, nothing. Slovakia 6 after period 1, 15 since then. As you have a look at the coach, Jung-Ho Kim, settling things in, just saying, you know what, let's get back to what we were doing in the opening period. Well, Ivan Hrichko, the opposite. He was intense, disappointed in the opening period. He's on it right now, excited. As Jung-Ho Kim continues, give direction, just say, guys, get the puck in that end of the ice. When we had it at that end, we were fine. Korea was dominant in period 2. They started to get away of some of the things they weren't doing well.
I'm not sure what Ivan Hrichko said in between periods, but I wish I'd been in the room to hear that motivational speech because it has worked to perfection. As we get another look at the most recent goal scorer, 11 in last year's Pool B. Here he's got his first, and Slovakia 4:52 away from their first win in Pool A competition.
Look at that,
this
great
year.
stuff from Ivan Hrichko, right? The motivator right now.
As they face off back to neutral ice, back to even strength. 4:52 to go, and suddenly time the enemy of Team Korea, where for a while there, it was Team Slovakia.
Yeah, trying to keep the power play timer off the clock right now. That's what the delay is on the in-house. So 3-2, 3 unanswered goals. Game of hockey is a funny thing, isn't it? Korea with that deflection that they thought was a goal would have put this in a much different scenario, as Slovakia was clawing and clawing, couldn't get there. But the dam finally burst in period number 3. A lot of hockey left for the tying goal. This is a very good Korean team that has been in Pool A for a long time, looking for a good response from them.
Icing call there against Team Slovakia as a face-off coming inside the Slovakian end of play. And Korea, I thought they started off really well, especially after that first period media timeout. They came out flying. They were all over Team Slovakia. But as you mentioned, kind of playing that bend-don't-break style. And as I warned, fell into that trap, the weariness of just sort of playing that defensive style. Now you've been broken through not once, not twice, but 3 separate times. And now you got to get back to the offensive side of the game as Slovakia winning the face-off and clear it. Icing waved off here.
Look who's on it.
And David Corman first there again. All over things for his team. Finds Wojciech, but he couldn't get a shot away. I believe Jopo will get an assist on Stashak's tie-breaking goal. So 2 goals and an assist for 25. Tell me he's not a difference maker for the Slovakian squad.
You don't think he made an impact coming back in the lineup today?
A bouncing puck slides out to center. Here comes Seungwon Jung ahead of steam. In on a breakaway. Jung shoots. Stopped by Lepachik. Where is it? It's jammed up against the post. And might this be interesting? Lepachik making the save. He had no idea where that puck was. But with 3:58 to go, it stays a 3-2 Slovakian lead over Team Korea. We'll step aside before coming back for the exciting conclusion from Calgary, Alberta.
Have you heard this story? The proceeds will go towards Calgary Sledge Hockey Association's efforts in advancing the lives of adults and children
as we get another look at the breakaway from Seung-Won Chung. Oh, so close to tying the game, and Lepacic getting enough to keep it out of the net and keep his Slovakian team in front. Zach Marks alongside Dave Dawson. 3:58 to go in this third period. A third period that started with Team Korea up 2-0 over Slovakia. It's been turned around, and Slovakia looking to hold on here as they've got possession inside their own zone. Played ahead for Jopa. 2 goals, 1 assist, and he's out there here with Stashik. In fact, I would be surprised if Jopa leaves the ice surface in the final 4 minutes, as he's out there with Stashik and Ligda here. Battle ensues. Puck pops free. Korea push it into the corner. Wojciech will pinch down to keep that in. Time the enemy of Team Korea, and Slovakia will happily play in this end of the ice for the next 3.5 minutes if Korea will let them.
So funny what a goal can do for momentum for you psychologically. Coming into the game, we mentioned the bench. 6 extra players on the Korea bench, and for Slovakia, 4. They were tired. You think they got a jolt of adrenaline for the rest of the game? They absolutely did.
Korea now looking to find that. A turnover for Stashik to Jopa for the hat trick. Jopa shoots, he scores! Martin Jopa converts the hat trick goal and doubles the Slovakia lead. It's 4-2.
All by a good effort on the forecheck. Turnover created on the side of the net. Puck comes loose. 25's got it. He's the guy you want to have it. And a little shove there on the shoulder creates the turnover. Stashik, Jopa, sidestep. That move right there. 20 is flying right through the crease. Dong Shin Jang, he waits, delays. If he fires that, that's going right into Jang's equipment instead. Martin Jopa, the captain, missed the first 2 games, comes back a hat trick, and conversation with the official. And John thought there might have been a penalty on that contact on the side of the net, or that Sung Kim rather. Didn't like the fact that it was uncalled. Korea up 2-0, maybe 3-0 instead. 4 unanswered Slovakian goals and 4 points for number 25.
What an effort from Team Slovakia in this third period. Bit of a delay here as Korea went for a late change. Ref's gonna say no. Come back out. And it'll be the captain back out onto the ice, who had a word with the official moments ago, did Young Sung Kim, but did not get the call the way he wanted. Slovakia now with a little bit of insurance as Korea ices the puck, and the face-off will go back inside Team Korea's end.
Korea's just got to get back again to forcing things that have worked for them. You were causing Slovakia to miss a lot of passes in the opening period because of your positioning. Dong Young Shin, one of those guys that needs to lead the charge defensively. Shin Jang, lead the charge defensively and cause frustration at the line like that.
Here's a breakaway for Seung-Won Chung. He's away. A second opportunity here in the period. Right in. Shoots. Stopped by Lepacic, and he will be ruining those 2 breakaways if Korea fails to come back here. 2.5 to go. We'll keep an eye on the Korean netminder to see if they go for the extra skater. They may wait to see if they can get one quickly. That won't help as the puck finds its way out to center. Racing after it quickly, Dong Shin Jang.
Those 2 shots are the game-tying goals.
Absolutely. And who knows if that 4th Slovakian goal happens if the first breakaway goes in. Maybe there's a little more of a defensive thought process from Slovakia. No one knows. That one nearly catches Lepacic going the wrong way. 2 minutes to go. Korea running out of time. Byung-Suk Choi tries directing one on goal. Blocked and cleared by Team Slovakia. That's big. As icing gonna get waved off. Suko judged to be close enough to make a play on it, and that will allow time to tick away.
Keep an eye on the Korean net here and see if they do pull their goalie to get the extra attacker. This would be the window that they would pull it.
As it's pushed up ahead, can he catch up? Oh, big hit by Ferencik. As we're going to get a whistle. Byung-Suk Choi is in some discomfort after that collision. He was leveled by Slavomir Ferencik for Team Slovakia.
Wow. That is a tough customer right there, that gentleman. We hope he's all right.
Seung Choi has not moved since taking that hit.
Yeah, that's tough. For 66, that's just a clean hit, right? You're It's a good entry, shoulder to shoulder. It's part of the game. It's difficult. You hate to see that. You never want it. And he sees it in his eyes, right? These are individuals and humans as much they are competitors and world-class athletes. You obviously know that just within the game, you want to play as physical as you can, but that's obviously not the result he was looking for. And as you have a look at the Korean coach, Jung-Ho Kim, right now, trying to calm his troops down, and great to see that Young Suk Choi is okay.
He'll make his way off under his own power, which is good to see. Hopefully just wind knocked out of him in some capacity. Refs are having a chat here, or I should say ref with the linesman. Another look here, and just a shoulder right
to shoulder, right on puck, yep.
Right into the chest, which I think may have knocked the wind out.
Absolutely.
And as someone who's experienced that a few times, can take a while to get that breath back into your body.
I've had a slap shot in my chest from a 14-year-old man before that took my breath away for a while, so let alone a shoulder to chest on a body check.
You still got that, Welp?
There's a story within a story there for another day.
Face-off will be outside the zone. Slovakia to take. It'll be Jopa against Jung-Ho Jung. The net is empty for Team Korea. 92 seconds on the clock, and they need 2, so they got to work quick. Jopa, 3 goals, 1 assist, loses the face-off here. The pass misfires as Jung's pass for Choi does not work. Now played ahead, fired into the zone. Dong Shin Jung after it here. Puck in the corner, pulled free. And now it bounces in to the far corner. The captain, Young Sung Kim. He's got it. We'll feed it up top. Kwang Yuk Choi looking. Can't find a shooting lane. 4 Slovakian skaters right in front of the net. Jung-Ho Jung able to hold that in. Great play there. As now Jung-Won Jung centers. Unable to pull the trigger there was Kwang Yuk Choi. Now it's the captain, Jopa. Clears it for Wojciech, who knocks it out to center. And that is a huge clear with just 45 seconds to go.
45 again. His stick has been such a difference maker today, from knocking pucks off of sticks to getting in passing lanes. A simple play like that, such a smart move by 45.
Jung-Won Jung trying to catch up to that. He's done so. He's got to move quick. And frankly, I think that's all he does for Team Korea is move quick.
Only has 1 gear.
As a battle, tying it up down low. Ferencik doing a great job, killing time here, wasting it away. 15 seconds left. Korea running out of time in rapid fashion, trying to pull that puck free. Finally, it's Jung-Won Jung who does so, trying to work out of the corner. Defended there, puck in front, slides through the crease. Slovakia will find it, and that will do it as Team Slovakia defeat Team Korea 4-2 and will finish 3rd in Group A.
David Corman, the last one to clear it out of the zone. How about that happy bunch right there? 2 goals on the first 2 shots. Got by the goalie, Edward Lepacek. Never looked back after that. He locked it down. Early on, we talked about how tentative and nervous he looked in the net. As soon as he concealed it airtight, Slovakia had the ability to go in there and win. Moving up from Pool A, Slovakia came in, hadn't scored a goal. Neither of these teams did. They scored 4, 3 off of that stick right there. His first game of the tournament, and Slovakia, with a big victory, Korea falls to 0-3.
Slovakia now will take on the loser of Japan-Italy later tonight. Meanwhile, for Korea, whoever wins that final game of the preliminary round will be their opponent in tomorrow's quarterfinals. As we send it down to ice level for player of the game, presentations, and the Slovakian national anthem.
Parafans, please direct your attention to center ice for this morning's closing ceremonies. The best player from each team will be awarded a classic white cowboy hat provided by Calgary Tourism that symbolizes hospitality. In addition, the best player will also receive a beaded honor feather handcrafted by Moonstone Creation, which is produced by Ivan Yobin. Moonstone Creation is proudly indigenous created and operated and champions authentic, handcrafted indigenous art. The awards will be presented by Brendan Barber, Manager, Arena Operations at Winsport. The best player of Team Korea is number 13, Yoo In-chul.
In Chil named player of the game, scored the second goal for Team Korea. That looked like it might be a major difference maker for this game, but Slovakia coming back. But still a great performance from 13 in white.
Yeah, and in that moment too, when Wojciech created that turnover on you, sent it in, you could see the frustration, things maybe coming unraveled for Slovakia. From there, they did recover those, so it was a nice shot by you. There's a nice shot by you as well. Well, you being Tim Weber.
The best player of Team Slovakia is number 25, Marian Jopa.
And to no one's surprise, Jopa named player of the game. 3 goals, 1 assist for 25. The captain in his first game. What a performance.
Martin Jopa was absolutely phenomenal today. And as advertised, you and I talked about in our pregame ISOs, who are we going to look at? David Corman was our idea until we saw, oh, Jopa's playing today. He's our guy. 4 points, hat trick. Massive, massive performance for the captain. And Slovakia picks up the victory. In-house for the public address, we'll be joined by the Calgarian for a day, Martin Jopa.
National Anthem of Team Slovakia. Nous vous prions maintenant de vous lever si possible et de retirer chapeau et casquette pour l'interprétation de l'hymne national de la Slovaquie.
Nothing. Team Korea led after 2 periods of play, but 4 unanswered goals by Team Slovakia gives them a 4-2 win on day 3. We'll step aside momentarily before being joined by the captain of Team Slovakia down at ice level in Calgary.
first appearance in the 2024 World Para Ice Hockey Championships, and that vaults them to their first victory. Now joined by the captain of the group. Martin, I got to ask you, how good did this feel to pick up your first victory in Pool A?
It's just great. You know, it's really emotional for me because just 5 days after my first son was born, I'm here, and yeah, I scored hat-trick. It's for him, of course, and then for the whole Slovakia. It's a big win for our para ice hockey team.
5 days after your birthday, too, if my math is correct. Was your birthday 5 days ago?
Yeah, I got the best present ever.
No kidding. Well, your group coming into this game, period number 1, you were down 2-0 after the opening 15 minutes. What really changed for you guys after that?
I think nothing changed. You know, we played still the same game, and yeah, in the first period, we made two mistakes. They scored 2 goals, but I think we were a better team all the game, and the goals had to come.
Just describe the moment of excitement for you guys as the clock ticked down there. As I know, the first couple games were difficult for you. Didn't have any goals scored and some lopsided ones, but how excited were you when not only the third and fourth goal went in, but as you're able to pick up the victory?
As I said, it's a great win for us. It's a great day, and I hope we can do the same thing tomorrow and stay in the A pool. That's why we came here. We knew that games against USA or China isn't important for us. It was just for fun, you know, to play with the best players in the world. And today and tomorrow are our important game. And yeah, great win and good feeling after that.
Well, a great way for Eric Foytik to spend his birthday today, and a late birthday present for you as well.
Yeah, it's great. It's fun that we are so close together, and I hope that tomorrow it's someone's birthday too.
Well, congratulations, Martin. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
All right, you as well. Lots of gifts everywhere today. 17-9. Slovakia outshot Korea in the back half after period number 1. They came out to a 2-0 lead. As you heard Martin tell us, bounces just didn't go their way. That one would have been a difference maker. Ref said no. So a clean fresh of ice in period 3, where they scored 4 goals to pick up their first victory. Happy birthdays all around in Slovakia. We'll be back to Calgary, Alberta for game 2 of 4. Hang on.